Welcome everybody. Holy damn it. Sherlocked and loaded. Another episode coming up. I'm going to be reacting. This one seems to be crazy just by the title. Thank you to Extra Insanity for actually providing this video. Got a lot of views on it, man. I'm hoping that it's a good one. Mass killer realizes he's been caught almost a decade later. I couldn't live with myself. I'm happy to be watching this. Let's see what his reaction is. Let's get into it. Reactify.
Hey, are you Ross? I'm Tyler Duncan. I'm with Anderson County Sheriff's Office. This is Steve.
How you doing?
This is Ross Vilardi, and for the last 8 years, he and his wife Amy have been living with a terrifying secret that these detectives are about to expose.
I got assigned the case about the homicide that happened in Pendleton in 2015. We'd like to talk to you.
Amy's parents, Mike
2015? That is 10 years later. What?
and Kathy, as well
What is it? People go on living a normal life after that? There's no way they're normal.
as Amy's grandmothers, Barbara and Violet, were brutally murdered inside their own home in 2015, leaving police with the grueling task of solving a quadruple homicide.
As family members, we want answers.
But unbeknownst to everyone, Ross and Amy were the killers all along.
We're not here because we think you did it or you might have did it. We know you did it. It's piling up, Ross. You don't want to roll the dice on this, I'm telling you.
What?
On November 1st, 2015, Mike and Kathy Scott, alongside their mothers, Barbara and Violet, were found brutally murdered in their trailer home. Everyone was found with similar injuries, a slashed throat and a gunshot wound to the head made after they died. They were also found with knife wounds on their hands, indicating that each victim had tried to fight back before being killed. There were even bloody handprints on the doors and walls, showing that someone had even tried to escape after they'd been stabbed. The terrifying scene inside the trailer home would go completely unnoticed for the entire day, until, according to Amy, she went to check up on her parents and found them lying dead inside their home.
She went to go check. This is an evil person, slitting the throats. Like the people are trying to escape, like seriously, and then they shoot him in the they're dead. What if
And at around 12:30 that day, Amy decided to call 911.
911 was location of emergency.
Oh my God! I need somebody out here.
What's going on?
Oh God!
There's 4 people.
no? I swear to God, you slice! Get out of here!
Mama's house in there.
Who are these people that are in the house?
It's my mom and my grandma and my dad.
She's putting on a good act. Not gonna lie. I mean, she's putting on a good act right here.
And my stepdad.
When Anderson County Police arrived on the scene, they said it was one of the bloodiest scenes they'd ever been to. But something was off. Detectives noted no signs of forced entry and thought it couldn't have been a robbery, as there were multiple valuable items left in plain sight inside the home. This made 2 things clear to detectives. Whoever was responsible was allowed inside the home before the acts, and that they only had one thing on their mind: murder. It seemed
Like straight up. Right? There's no fight to get in. So, I mean, they already said, yeah, obviously they were invited in or had been there before, or there was at least no struggle to get in. Maybe the door was unlocked, I guess, so out at the beginning, but doggone it. I mean, that just sort of shows intent. I mean, in a personal relationship, probably.
like
That's a dead giveaway.
this case had to have been committed by someone close to Mike and Kathy, but with insufficient evidence, the case slowly went cold, allowing Amy and Ross to get back on the streets and live their normal lives again for years to come.
Wow!
But police always had their suspicions about this case, and were never comfortable letting it stagnate. Amy's Facebook page showed that she constantly had fights with Kathy and Mike over her children, often calling them narcissistic, emotionally abusive.
Let's read this. I'm so tired of Kathy and Mike's constant disrespect towards me and my children. They're always trying to control everything, and it's exhausting. They're narcissistic, emotionally abusive, and have no regard for anyone's feelings. How can people be so selfish and cruel? Uh-huh. Yeah, I just want to protect my kids from their toxic behavior. If you're toxic, yeah, they're toxic. It's heartbreaking to see the impact they have. Someone please tell me I'm... Got 2 comments at the time of that. 5 likes? Oh. 2014, so before.
Abusive and disrespectful. What's most disturbing was a video of Ross and Kathy's fighting found on Amy's page, where Ross says something that would come back to haunt him forever.
Why don't you have Grandma come out here real quick?
I don't think your grandma wants to deal with this trash.
Yeah, I'll show you. Stop.
Yep, yeah. Okay.
In addition to this eerie statement from Ross, police found something that seems damning.
I didn't hear it. Didn't hear.
Where Ross says something that would come back to haunt him forever.
Why don't you have Grandma come out here real quick?
I don't think your grandma wants to deal with this trash.
Yeah, I'll show you. Stop.
Yep, yeah. Okay.
In addition to this eerie statement from Ross, police found something that seems damning.
Comment in the section. What was said? What is your... I didn't get it.
They discovered a photo Mike had sent to a coworker just 2 days before his death, a couple of $100 bills. And inside Amy and Ross's trailer was a neatly organized stack of $100 bills, exactly the same serial numbers as Mike's. At the time, this was all treated as circumstantial, but slowly more coincidences would begin to line up that gave police enough reason to suspect Amy and Ross as potential killers. So, in 2023, they reopened the case, nearly a decade after the events that put an end to nearly an entire family. Detectives started by launching a series of interviews with Mike and Kathy's closest peers to try and get a better picture of Amy and Ross, and
Get a better picture. Put these sickos away.
see if they might have been responsible after all. They begin with Mike and Kathy's neighbor to learn about Amy's relationship with her mom and if he saw anything the day of the incident.
With the daughter, got angry with her and kept the children from Kathy.
So tell us about that.
It seemed that they really tried to help Amy a lot. And Mike and Kathy, they really took care of the kids. And it broke Kathy and Mike's heart. She just really missed the kids, and the 2 older ladies that lived there, they were used to the kids coming in and out.
You think Kathy was afraid at all of Amy and Ross?
No, she never expressed that. But it was always the talk of the area that Mike would go to flea markets and he would get some kind of video games that he collected. There was a good resale market for them, and that he would buy any old jewelry that had some gold in it. It was always a rumor that he kept a lot of cash and gold stuff around.
Not only did Mike collect jewelry and other rare memorabilia, but it was well known in the community that Mike always had a large sum of cash with him because he feared putting money into the banking system. This made Mike a large target, especially amongst those who knew him well.
I think you've got to be...
So they're trying to frame him, this other individual right now. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little lost at the moment.
One sick puppy go in there and kill 2 old women. The thoughts that somebody came in and killed those people, I still have nightmares about that.
This tells detectives that the murder could have been done for financial reasons, especially since this fact wasn't a secret at all. Couple this with the fact that Mike's money was currently sitting safely inside Ross and Amy's safe at home. A picture is starting to form of what might have actually happened that night. But still, nothing is certain at all, and police next head to Roxy Voorhees, an ex-employee of Amy and Ross's, who worked at their pet grooming business during the months leading up to the crime. Roxy had spoken to Amy almost every day for months before the incident, so if anyone had some information to give, it'd be her. And they were exactly right. What they found was so sinister, it blew the case wide open.
Ross had made a joke and said, do you want me to It was a joke at the time.
Right.
Then later I was like, holy, I'm glad I didn't say yeah.
Name you right. What was your...
What the heck is going on right now? Now, everybody's... Dude, they are just trying to find something, but then I'm a little frustrated right now. What's going on? in the comment section at minute 6:25. Anybody else a little confused, or are they just trying to find right now and put everything together? But it seems like a couple people might be involved, not just only, I don't know.
And he was placed in the hospital. And her mom decided to pull the plug. She always hated her mom for that.
Imagine being able to build an app.
I'm not going to imagine nothing right. I want to think about that. So she held some animosity. That's where that sweet little girl went hateful.
Detectives learned that their grooming business wasn't as successful as they claimed it was. Based on bank records collected by police, Amy and Ross's proven income in 2013 was $25,622. However, in 2014, Ross spent $14,200 on a Ram truck, $5,700 on a Mustang, $10,000 on a Harley FXE, and another $5,000 on a Harley XL. Close to $35,000 on luxury purchases, but an income of just $25,000.
That's what we call it. They ain't no nar bits right there. He doing something. I don't know how he's spending that nar cash, but he doing something.
With these poor financial decisions, the couple needed money, and they needed it badly. In 2014, their business fell short, making just over $3,000 for the entire year. Things were bad, and they were on the brink of bankruptcy. So when the cops found $67,000 in cash hidden in their home, they knew something seriously strange was going on. Ross
You made $2,700 and you have $67,000 cash at the house before mom dies?
Ross claims that he'd been saving the money for years, but detectives don't buy it at all. They're certain that, at a minimum, Ross and Amy had to have stolen from the house on the day of the murders. But to some extent, this was all known about 8 years ago, and it's still all circumstantial. For all the cops knew, Amy could have noticed the dead bodies in the trailer and grabbed the cash out of desperation before calling the police. So there had to be something that set this investigation apart from the one back in 2015. However, this case would take a complete 180 after detectives would find their most blatant, crucial piece of evidence yet. When going through all the CCTV
They got him! Got him! He left his shoe prints, didn't he? Woo! It's going down now.
Cameras throughout the town on the day of the murders, police found footage of Ross walking out of a gas station that night. Nothing is suspect at first, until you look a little closer. The shoes he's wearing are Asics Gel Speedstar 5s, a model whose sole design just so happens to perfectly match the bloody footprints that were found inside the trailer. This claim was even confirmed by the shoe company themselves, and the pattern is unique to this specific model, making it clear to detectives that Ross Vilardi is a cold-blooded killer. All the evidence had come together. The abundance of cash in Ross and Amy's home, Mike's $100 bills in Ross's safe, identical shoes to the killer, and an ugly past with Mike and Kathy. Police now believe they have everything they need to charge Ross and Amy with the murders. So, on December 11th, 2023, they decide to confront Ross and Amy at their new home to finally uncover the truth about that night once and for all.
Before that gets going, like, seriously, I wonder what their mindset was, like, constantly. Were they constant? Every time they saw a cop, every time one walked by, were they freaking out? Were they thinking, oh, this is the moment, it's happening? Like, how is that paranoia setting in? Psychologists, if there's anybody watching, let me know. Like, what is going on in the mindset of these? Or are they actually so just that... Boom, they forgot about it. It's 8 years. It's 10. They think it's done. They're just moving pretty damn up lives. You know what I mean?
Hey, are you Ross? I'm Tyler Duncan. I'm with Anderson County Sheriff's Office. So I think y'all had got married that year. Is that right?
Correct.
In 2015?
Yes, October 24th.
The 24th. That would have been, what, about a week or so before?
Yep. The last time that I saw Mike and Kathy
After they're on their high of their wedding,
was before Amy and I left to come down that Halloween. We had just gotten back from a my mom and dad's. She went to knock on the back door, but the back door kind of just like was already cracked open or something like that. And
So you didn't go over
Uh-oh.
or to the other trailer?
no,
Or to Mike and Kathy's trailer?
correct. I never went in that trailer that day.
So after
Got him. Got him. Lay it down and thou shalt see. You are a son of a bitch.
you last seen them, you never went in their place again?
Correct. Yeah.
The detectives are baiting Ross into a trap, as they know based on the footprints that Ross did without a doubt step into the house on the night of the murders. Later on, they'll be able to confront Ross about these blatant lies in hopes they can shock him.
That's another kind of red flag that I had as I was trying to just replay like events leading up to the homicide. Should I have seen something?
Ross is unknowingly digging himself into an even deeper hole. When the money is traced, it leads right back to his and Amy's pockets. But there's only so much Ross can do. The police aren't telling him that he's their main suspect, so all he can do is keep on lying, devastatingly unaware that they've already unraveled his entire scheme.
Wait, does he not know? Does he not know that the police probably will check the record if it's to do with money and record? Then he's claiming he made $100,000 real quick. He could. Why is he lying that blatantly? This is dumb. How did he get away with this?
About $80,000. That was literally the like savings between Amy and myself.
The detectives know Ross is lying through his teeth, but for the sake of having a civil conversation with Amy, they'll hold off on confronting and accusing Ross until after their talk with Amy.
Just shovel the bullshit out of that front seat right now so Amy can get in.
Mm-hmm.
Just start digging. He says start shoveling that pile of bullshit out of that front seat. I like this guy in the back seat. As after he gives him a, that's the first time. Off my ass.
He's the victim,
Oh, I got that very quickly. But follow the money.
Follow the money.
They're
You can
laughing
tell
at
that
him.
Yeah, I saw him.
and every time he's talking, he can't look at you in the face.
I know. You got a tiger by the tail here, though, buddy. Don't think you don't. This is a career case, let me tell you.
Woo! I cannot believe that she actually said my butt was a nut. While she's talking to the police officer, acting like the victim, she murdered. Oh my gosh, I just force puked out of her mouth.
Hated her mom.
So can you tell us a little bit about that weekend when were you gone, when you got home and you found the bodies, or what happened?
He brought his mom, my mother-in-law, to do Halloween. We went down there, we spent the weekend.
What day did y'all leave to go down?
Friday night?
Friday night.
He has no idea. He has no idea. He says he So they would they pull warrants? Let me know in the comments. Do you not have to let somebody know that there's a warrant for your like your right? Because when you show up at a house, you say there's a warrant. Would they not have known that they pulled all those financial records? How they pulled those phone records? Look at his face. He's going to jail. He knows it.
The best. Follow the money. We did that. We went right into your single wide. It's piling up, Ross. You don't want to roll the dice on this, I'm telling you. It's not going to come up pretty.
If, for instance, Amy and I decided to, or if I decided to take a deal,
Right.
Yes.
mine is going to be better than Amy's because I came to the trough first, right?
Right.
So prison time, no matter what. Amy, prison time, no matter what. My 3 kids in here, they grew up without a father and a mother. Granted, my mother would be more than willing to take them. I understand.
Don't play pity. How are you playing? How are you playing pity? You can't. Don't put that guilt on me because you killed somebody before. Now I'm putting you away to jail. Don't put your kids on me. You did that act.
Understand that.
We're not the ones who put you on this predicament. Now you're going to have to
Thank
deal with
you.
the consequences.
10, 20 years in prison. That's
4 days after these interviews, Amy and Ross were arrested in Pendleton, South Carolina, and were charged with the 4 brutal murders of Kathy Scott, Mike Scott, Barbara Scott, and Violet Taylor. The 2 are being held in prison without bond while they're tried in court. The couple's next court appearance is set for later this year, where they'll meet their true fate in the hands of a judge.
Having Cox Home internet and mobile service means you get more without...
I can promise you this, guys. We'll be doing follow-up. My goodness, that is crazy. Like, seriously? That's insane. And at the bottom, if you notice, it said life in prison, so they're still going to be tried for life in prison. How does somebody go 8 years? And I mean, honestly, you saw his response. 10, 20 years. Like, he's doing the math. He's thought about this. That means... Remember my question earlier about, like, tell me, psychologist, what is going through these people's minds? I'm stumbling, I'm tumbling, I'm stuttering like a stuttering Stanley up in here. I couldn't imagine what's going through his brain. He's the one who, I don't know. I'm Pooty. Another episode of Sherlocked and Loaded. We'll have another one here shortly. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Remember, like, subscribe. Something funky. It's only good for your health, man. We after that one. Peace!